Some of the most devastating convict explosions that have ever occurred have taken place outside of prison walls. Join us as we embark on a thrilling journey through the top 10 biggest convict explosions in history. Number 1. Shawn Ker. Meet Shawn Ker, an infamous felon with a hair-raising rap sheet that includes sexual assault, child abuse, and even detonating pipe bombs. During his recent pre-sentencing hearing in Wisconsin, a state without the death penalty, Ker engaged in a stunning display of disrespect. Shackled and masked to prevent escape and protect others, he hurled threats at Judge Wayne Merrick and the prosecutor. Despite his courtroom antics and subsequent absence at his sentencing, Ker was sentenced to 200 years in prison, a decision he unsuccessfully appealed. Number 2. Sidney Newsom. In the Southern District of Pike County, Mississippi, Sidney Newsom faced a domestic violence charge in front of Judge Aubrey Rise. A seemingly calm Newsom turned aggressive, provoked by a tap from a transport officer. His outburst included hurling papers and a phone at the judge, knocking over a computer monitor, and resisting removal from the courtroom. Amid the ensuing chaos, the judge managed to regain control, while Newsom earned an additional contempt of court charge and a 48-hour jail sentence. A dramatic day in court, indeed. Number 3. Antonio Rosales. Accused of kidnapping and assaulting a 10-year-old girl, Antonio Rosales, known for his violent past, made headlines in a Sanford, Florida court. The shocking event unfolded as Rosales reacted fiercely during sentencing following Assistant State Attorney Anna Valentini's closing argument. His unexpected outburst led to a tumultuous scene, requiring additional officers to subdue him. This disrupted the trial, resulting in its suspension for the day. The next day, Rosales received 3 life sentences. His extreme reaction revealed his discontentment at being labeled a child molester. Number 4. Nicholas Tunista. Nicholas Tunista was found guilty of murdering his ex-wife, Melissa Twinstra, and her boyfriend, Justin Daniels. During the trial, his reaction in court was notably explosive, particularly when prosecutor Andrew Christensen suggested Tunistra's abusive behavior towards Melissa. Tunista then caused a scene in court, which led to a brief recess. Despite his outburst and subsequent apology, the court remained skeptical of Tunistra's intentions. The judge sentenced him to 2 life terms without parole, noting his lack of remorse. Tunista, however, was allowed supervised visits with his daughter from prison. Number 5. Roy Greenman. Roy Greenman faced a bond hearing at an Orange County courthouse in Orlando, Florida, after being charged with theft. The situation escalated when Greenman, awaiting an offer that might lessen his jail time, was informed of his escalated charges due to prior offenses. Greenman's reaction was hostile, expressing his frustration and disrespect towards the court. His bond was ultimately set at $11,000 and he was released on recognizance. However, he failed to appear at the pre-trial hearing, leading to a warrant for his arrest. Number 6. Bryce Rhodes. Bryce Rhodes was indicted on multiple charges, including the triple murder in 2016. He was accused of killing teenagers Larry Ordway and Maurice Gordon after they witnessed him fatally shooting Christopher Jones. Rhodes displayed violent behavior in court, even threatening the judge, leading to extra charges of terroristic threatening and intimidating a legal participant. Despite his lawyer's argument of mental incompetence, a judge deemed him fit for trial. The most shocking part of Rhodes's case was his explosive and threatening behavior in court, showcasing a complete disregard for the judicial system. His trial is set for December 11, 2023. Number 7. Tobias Roman. Facing multiple charges, including attempted robbery and threats with a deadly weapon, Roman's uncooperative and defiant attitude stole the show. He continually interrupted proceedings, responded to queries with his street name, and even threatened the judge. Despite stern warnings, Roman's disruptive behavior led to his removal from court. This jaw-dropping display of defiance culminated in an 8-month prison sentence for threatening a public official. Number 8. Jack Dean Whitaker. In 2010, Jack Dean Whitaker, under meth influence, recklessly crashed, leaving pregnant Kayla Wilson in a vegetative state, who succumbed to her injuries 8 years later. Her family, devastated emotionally and financially, delivered her daughter by an emergency C-section. During the trial, Whitaker shockingly denied his involvement, disrupted proceedings, and showed no remorse, claiming his innocence despite overwhelming evidence. This led to a highly charged courtroom atmosphere, leaving even the judge teary-eyed. Whitaker was sentenced to 16 years for first-degree manslaughter and his license suspended for 8 years post-release. Number 9. Sigman Gomez. A 43-year-old facing sexual assault charges involving a minor sparked chaos in court. The judge's orders to stay away from the victim and his family, along with labeling him a danger, led to a disruptive courtroom outburst. Gomez's legal ordeal lasted 3 years before he pleaded guilty in November 2022, resulting in a 15-year prison sentence and lifelong registration as a sex offender. Number 10. Timothy Dadio. In a separate incident, Hollywood musician Timothy Dadio, aged 34, landed in trouble for shoplifting at a Walgreens. After returning stolen items but creating a scene, his courtroom behavior was equally bizarre. He challenged his arrest while revealing a history of legal troubles, leading to his removal from the courtroom. His bond was revoked, and though the property damage charge was dismissed, he was held accountable for petty theft. These unforgettable moments serve as stark reminders of the extremes that human behavior can reach within the confines of the law. Do share your opinions in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for contents.